You are watching an adaptation of Vampire the Masquerade's 5th edition, based in Chicago. The game might include topics, actions, and events that some viewers do not agree with. In Vampire Stories, there will be blood, and nothing is sacred. The RPG table and cast of The Last Breath are happy that you're here, and want to ensure you're enjoying the show. If you're affected by a topic, we believe it is important to take a break. The story you see is being created live, and this is your only trigger warning. The sun is setting. Prepare to wake up and play a game about vampires.
You could tell that we're all professional, like 100%.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
We're going live soon. Wonder when she can hear us.
I don't know. The Twitch is up.
Am I muted? Am I muted? Oh fuck! Do I gotta?
Let's see what? Okay,
Oh, are
I
you
can
live?
take this off.
Yeah.
It only counts if floor dice only counts if we're in game. Out of game, they don't count.
Oh, jeez.
Can you not hear me?
I wonder when Junie's going to get this started. She's been quiet for a while.
Okay, I'm restarting.
Yeah.
I'm restarting Zoom. Hold on. Did I fuck up?
Okay, I've got my.
Seriously, can you
Hunger
guys not
Dice.
hear
I'm
me?
just getting ads. I mean, I see ads. That's
I thought we
Like,
had
it's
him
not-
set up to go at the middle. What kind of shitty ass streamer has him just bombard you right off the bat? Chad.
I
can
usually
you
I
hear
do.
me?
You can
Yeah,
hear
Junie,
me.
we could hear the last 2 minutes. What the fuck?
Well, then answer me, fuckers! I'm freaking out. Like, oh my god, did I fuck it up? Give me Rouse checks, as you bitches.
Already did that. Passed.
Passed.
Fuck you all.
A crit on a
Pass.
rouse check.
I want you to know that was all Sai's idea.
God damn it.
Lying.
Sure, you know what? Yeah, I'll take credit for it. Fine.
God damn. Here I'm going, oh my god, and I'm going, what? Am I muted? Did I fuck up? I had to I had to update OBS, so I'm thinking, did OBS? Oh shit! I'm going. Assholes.
I really thought I was gonna blow it because I'm a giggly little bitch. So I
Hi,
was sitting
Shanky.
there
I'm
like,
ready to shank my players for being assholes.
For what it's worth. That's the reason why I had my Game Boy, or not my Game Boy, my fucking Switch. What's my age again? I had my Switch up here like this, holding my cheek up because I was grinning like a bitch the entire time. That's the only way I
I was
could get away
having to
with it.
fight a smile the whole time. Like,
Wow, fuck you all. All right, we're here. Hi.
Disrespectfully?
Yes. I hope it. Anyhow, so we were gone for 2 weeks. We're back here. Most of us survived Dune.
Dodge
Most.
that bullet.
Most of us. There was 2 of us that did not. We are actually going to start right into that week after of Dune, where you guys for a whole week have dealt with, dusting sands coming around property at times. You may or may not have heard a screech or two from maybe a sandworm, but things are slowly going back as reality is slowly coming back to itself because you actually did help a mage go through their awakening. Good job on you. However, there's been some progress and issues going on that people are having far more conflicts. There is definitely a clash between the Anarchs and the Cameron rolling through. The Sabbat is helping this by, causing some discord on and off. There is rumors that the Jester King's army is now coming into fruition. And they are starting to, shall we say, rise up. They believe that Jackson is not the rightful Prince of Chicago.
didn't we direct 4 different factions onto the Jester Kings
Yeah.
2 weeks before?
Yes, you did. You decimated quite a bit, but it's called, outsourcing and creating new. You have also heard that the Thin Bloods are being pulled off the streets and more Sabbat symbols are showing up. Two houses down on the side where it was blatant for you all to see.
Okay.
So,
Can we
yeah.
get footage of that getting put up?
Considering the cameras we have set up, I'd say we're pretty much guaranteed to be able to get footage of that.
Unless they're the Sombra.
No, we can still see it. That's the fun thing about the La Sombra Bane. It definitively identifies you as La Sombra. It hides nothing about your identity. So your face is still perfectly clear. Just around
Everything
you
else
is
is a
all
blur.
glitchy.
Oh, that's magical.
Yeah, no, I actually went and specifically read the La Sombra Bane because the player tried to claim that. They were like, well, I'm just going to walk in and, rob this place because I'll just kill everyone there, and the, La Sombra Bane keeps me from being identified on cameras. And they very specifically in the book say, anyone can recognize you from the video. It's like, okay.
So we're going to start off today with a beautiful pink Cadillac being parked right outside the house and somebody coming back into the coterie again because they've been gone for quite a few, shall we say, months. And they're being able to come back again. Yay! So, Sai, what is Sydney doing?
So yeah, Sin is like pulling up out of the Cadillac. She's got the, the bedazzled, Trente Starbucks glitter cup. Kind of steps out. She's got a new hairdo. It's up and rolled, and it's really nice. It looks fantastic. And anyway, she's just gonna walk up to the house, just everything's totally normal.
Mm-hmm.
And probably not notice anything.
Do give me a wits and awareness out of utter curiosity because I really want to know.
Oh, let's see. We've got a lot going on, but
right.
wits and awareness is not one of them, so let's find out.
I want to see if she rolls to disbelieve.
Yeah, I'm gonna say with a 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you'll see the door open, and there's Gertrude going, "Hello, it's good to see you back."
Well, hello. It's so nice to see you as well.
You made it through all of that. She'll kind of point to the behind Sid because she's missed all of it. I mean, she totally rolled to disbelieve everything that was in the front yard.
What are you talking about? Looks around.
That's when you'll notice. You'll see the turrets. You'll see the front lawn completely decimated with sand all over it. And that's when you'll see, kind of the porch wanting to fall, but is not falling, but it's kind of off to one side a little bit.
Well, that doesn't look very appealing. Bob! Just walks into the house screaming Bob's name.
What? And he's
Oh, go ahead.
it's coming from outside.
Evelyn's gonna come down the stairs slowly. Why are you yelling at each other?
What did he do?
I defended the property. Welcome back, by the way. Would you like some coffee, tea?
I would love some. Yes, please. Thank you.
I'll get it.
Thank you, Gertrude.
Do you want anything?
I think I'm all right for the time being. Thank you.
Okay. And then she'll actually go to the basement stairs and yell down to Darren going, "Your blue tortilla chips are here. If you want some, come get them."
Thank you, Gertrude.
And she'll
Those
put the tea on. Oh,
damn tortilla chips.
Sid's back. You might want to come say hi.
Oh, okay. I'll be up in a minute.
Oh, Miss Evelyn, who's going to tell the new one about...
No one.
She just kind of gestures gently to Sid. Because it's really hard to describe Sid in just one word.
Oh, yes. Sin, you remember Bruce, yes?
Not that one, the other one.
Oh, what other new one? We left a mage. It ran away.
Not that
You
one.
wait, you let a mage run away?
Frank.
You know,
Oh, yes.
we did kind of
Frank.
help them get through their whatever it is mages go through when they get their powers.
Awakening.
Let me help you catch up to the extension of the coterie now. We have
Sin's just
picked
gonna
up
like
Fra-
sit on the couch, just like patiently waiting for this explanation. Just like,
Bob brought home a stray. We apparently have Frank Watch's doppelganger with us now. I'm not good at explaining that one. He has proven relatively valuable. Bruce, my chauffeur, the butler, there we are, the butler, has accepted an offer to be turned in a bid to worry less about him. I'm still not sure what I was thinking. His granddaughter's my new maid.
what's a Frank watch?
The old
Is that like a
Baron's-
Rolex?
My God.
Gertrude will hand the tea over, give Evelyn what she wants to drink, go upstairs, knock on Frank's door, and tell him to go downstairs.
5 more minutes.
Don't give me that. You need to go down.
Careful what you ask for.
I didn't ask.
Oh, I'm apparently a Tarkus now, by the way, and dating Bob.
You had me up until the end of the first sentence.
So I don't know if you have noticed, but Mr. Daly has taken over the area. He has agreed to leave me and my own alone in exchange for some willingness to work with him and loyalty.
Mr. Daly, all right. Wow, I really have missed quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Our half sister, sire sister, I don't know how you would call that, works for him now.
All right.
Please tell me those two aren't dating.
Highly doubtful.
Oh, good.
So you and Bob.
Yes.
You know what? We'll unpack that box later, I think. I think we'll hold off on that.
And that's about when Bob comes in. And rather than wearing coveralls, he's wearing chinos and a button down. And he's carrying his dirty coveralls with him. And he takes them to a hamper in the hall where all the dirty clothes are supposed to go. And puts it in there.
Turns to Evelyn. You've done good work.
Thank you.
Walks down the stairs, walks into the kitchen, grabs a blood bag, walks back into the area where everybody's talking and sips on it ever so slowly.
That is a Frank watch.
Haven't had the pleasure. Frank.
Sin. She'll shake your hand.
She's another part of our coterie, Frank.
Oh. Not the long lost child that you missed.
I'm
Right?
sorry.
Wires are still crossed. Sorry.
The mages did something screw-eyed to him and his version of our reality.
I'm sorry, his version of our reality? Okay, you know what? Maybe
It's fucked
stuff is
up.
weird. I'm not
Yes.
even going to get into it yet.
I mean, he's very
There's two of
logical.
him.
It's kind of
Long and short, I'm adjacent.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of multiverse theory?
Let's not bore.
No.
It's like when you have two Prada bags, except one's a knockoff and one's the original. I like to think of myself as the original, and the other Frank's the knockoff. But really, they've just cut the two of us in half, and I'm half original, half knockoff.
Oh, you poor thing.
I'm impressed you actually used Parada in this. Giving
Hey.
Miss Sid's its aesthetic.
Condolences. I just work with what I'm given.
That's fair.
Never mind.
Apologies if that's an oversimplification, but
So, Miss Sin, where have you been and what's been going on? We haven't seen you in a spell. I'm
Oh,
just saying because nobody else is saying it.
I appreciate you asking. It wasn't anything. I had to head back home, down to Savannah for a little while, take care of a few things.
So you're coming back to the winter because why?
Because I like the cold. I get to wear all those nice puffy coats.
Right, because that's why I want to go and live in the middle of the Midwest where it snows and is like subarctic weathers in the middle of November for no apparent reason.
All right, it's because I missed your attitude.
Oh, okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
What was it, my attitude or is it everyone else's? I can't.
Oh
take
no,
credit for all
yours
this.
specifically.
She doesn't know what I am, right? Good.
That is up to you, Gertrude, not me.
Oh no, I wasn't sure if we were all aware about things. Anyhow, I'll get Mr. Darren his blue chips. Any more tea?
Sin?
No.
She'll scurry
We're
around back into the kitchen really quick.
Oh, I don't believe I had given you this. And Bob will hand her,
Who?
Sin, what looks like a not quite right when you've got it up close, little quilted leather handbag.
He did warn you about this, Jenny.
I know.
Sin with gloved hand will say, "Oh, that looks wonderful," and reach out for it and take it.
There's a catch here.
All
And-
right.
If she hits that catch, it will fold out into a machine gun.
Is there a button to put it back?
Yeah, this one here.
Sin will push the button.
And it folds back up into a little handbag with a little chain, and it wouldn't look out of place with, carried over
You
the shoulder
know-
of someone with a cocktail dress.
I actually really like this. Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
I'll just put it very
They're just-
safely in her purse.
There are just a few incidents, and I wanted to make sure that everyone had the materials and utensils that they might need. So it's 9mm, and it has a burst and a full auto and a semi setting, and you just flick the switch for what you want, and it should dissuade most things from interacting with you if you don't want them to.
Well, that's very nice to know. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm glad you like it.
Did you make this before or after we had the onslaught of people trying to attack the home like 4 weeks ago?
Oh, this was before.
Oh, okay. Good to know. And Gertrude will come in giving Darren his huge ass bowl of blue chips.
That's a good point, Gertrude. Do you think I need to do one than something bigger? I bet I could do that with a grenade launcher.
You should just start using the recycling bins.
I mean, you already have the whole house fortified from mages. Speaking
Well-
of which, I'm still sweeping out sand.
You're just jealous because we didn't give you the PCP.
Please
No.
tell me Annabelle didn't inhale again.
No. She's actually
Oh, thank
been
God.
quite good, and we haven't touched anything. We haven't actually been around any of it either. I don't think I want her to be around that.
No, I don't carry any PCP. The LSD, on the other hand, is safely locked up
No, I
until
meant
we
the-
can deal with it.
Yes, I mean, I'm dealing with the actual sand.
Oh, that.
Yes. The reality.
Sand is sand.
You know, be sure to keep a sample. You know, you never know what properties something from another universe might have.
It's true. Or from a mage's, what did you call it? Awakening?
Yes.
Or both.
Okay. You want me to save sand?
They want pixie dust.
I mean, I could just call Boblin.
Yes, well, they want
But-
to see if this is pixie dust.
Oh.
Not necessarily
mean-
pixie dust, but any kind of occult items can come in useful.
Soil of another world sounds like the sort of thing that might have some potential. And it's so much easier to just collect this than to try and go somewhere to get it.
So wait, you want me to save sand so you can sift through it to see if you can get more LSD?
No, I want you to save sand so that I can see if it has any potential ritual value.
Right.
We can get LSD.
That's not hard to get.
Oh, I
At
was
all.
aware of that. I was just confused.
Honestly, was hoping it would survive the trip as what it was, because that would have been very useful.
Yeah, so was I.
I mean,
Fine.
we could always find her if she can throw you guys back in if you want.
No, it wouldn't survive the trip back. Like, that's the problem.
Oh, well, like, meh.
Being able to sell people something that boosts their Auspex powers, very useful, but
You know-
News to me.
If we can find her and get her to send people back, though, that could be an interesting way to get rid of problems.
I mean, most vampires wouldn't know how to walk without rhythm, so it would be a self-correcting problem.
Can we not poison an entire world's ecosystem like that?
I mean, can you think of a better thing to do with Alan Sovereign?
Yes.
Burn them at the stake.
I can think of several. They all involve the sun in various configurations.
You know, if you
Then burn
think
'em.
about it, my solution does too.
Except that we didn't die from the sun in that world.
Well, we don't know that, right? It could have just been really drawn out and we got out of there before it took effect. How do we know unless we test that?
Is this right up there with testing everyone if they can actually eat food?
Hey, that
How
was
is
a great
experiment
success.
going? We've still got a few volunteers that are working their way through that.
Well, we seem to actually be making progress. It does appear that if you get someone young enough and you do it often enough, that they do just gain an aptitude for it.
So what you're saying is we now need to get, something like a neonate or a ancillary and test and see if it can work at older generations.
Yes, and if there's progress to be made with that, we might be able to induce disciplines in Kindred that aren't from a clan that is prone to the use of that discipline.
Interesting.
Sounds like something that someone would kill over.
That's pretty much our existence on a nightly basis.
Doesn't have to be. It could be
True,
simpler.
but imagine if you could give an army whatever powers you wanted.
Isn't that what
Then
the Bloods are for?
imagine The other end of that coin is then imagine that your enemies do the exact same thing.
Well, the only solution there is to do it first. Because if your enemies have that capability, they will.
I just know that if there's a method for being able to eat real food and have taste for it, I know a number of places and people that would be willing to pay a high price for that.
I could just say, give me a week.
To get us an Anselay or a neonate?
No, to figure out how to make it flavor. You figure the other Frank was able to figure out how to make Blue-Lade. I should be able to do something similar, maybe.
I mean, you can always try. But Darren just reaches down, starts eating some of the chips. He's like, I don't need anything special to be able to do this.
On the other hand, if it does require something special on an ongoing basis, then rather than a one-time payment, it's ongoing payment.
You do realize that you guys are older than God at some point, and you will have more money than him. Then what?
I mean,
I
if
was
we ever
thinking
get to
of
the point of being
favors.
older than God, then, you know, the curse won't really affect us at that point. So,
Very. So, with all of these symbols going on in the neighborhood, how many times do we have to go around and scrub them off?
You know, if you can get me footage for that, I do have a bit of a trade going with Mr. Daly, and I reckon that he would do something about this for us as a part of that deal.
let me
It's
go
called-
look at the cameras.
So happy you're back, Sin. I'm sorry that this is slightly chaotic.
Well, I mean, what did I expect leaving?
Do you want us to refreshen up your room? We've just closed the door and kept it as you had it. We can dust it and change all the stuff if you'd like.
That'd be great, thank you. What symbols?
Tabat symbols been popping up.
Gotcha.
More or less. They're popping up everywhere from what I've been told. Not just on our places, but other places as well.
Makes sense why Mr. Daly's interested in those fishing devices.
They've been popping up all over at Scarlet Drop, a couple of places where Faye are, some Guru, the Changers, and from what I've heard, possibly some mages. Though I have heard that you guys were on the good list. Good job.
With who? The mages?
Yeah. Mr. Kruger, the butcher that I go to all the time for our meals because you guys can't eat any of them. Well, he was kind of telling me that there's a group of good doers around that are helping people out when they're at their most unfortunate. He's a me. We talk in the same circles. And he was telling
Got
me
it.
that his friends actually deal with the local chantry.
You save one person and you never live it down.
I mean, that's not bad. I heard that there are being more attacks between some of the local sofa barons.
Well, we need to see if one of them can move the house for us because we need to not be anywhere near a mage fort.
Oh no, Chantry's not even close to us.
We are not moving off of my family property. That's why I made deals with Daly.
But Daly's property is like down in Joliet.
And that's why I've been working to make sure that we're on good terms with the lady who is not down in Joliet.
Didn't she just take another?
Also has no intention of eating me.
Didn't she?
I
And
take
wasn't
deep look bag
proposing-
sounds.
Hmm?
I wasn't proposing that we move off of your family's property so much as move where your family's property is.
I believe you're sitting in it. Do you need another bag?
No, this was enough. Gonna go get real pants on and start my evening.
You don't have real pants on.
No, sleep pants. In my slippers.
Is he in suit jamas?
No. So wearing black t-shirt, those sleepy pants that high schoolers always wear,
Lounge
and
pants.
then kitten, those, and kitten slippers in calico. It may or may not be real calico.
You have cat slippers.
Hold up a foot, meow. Walk past.
I've seen Stranger.
So have I.
I mean,
There's
he's
no leopard on
relatively
the
sane.
couch.
No, I've actually seen someone actually use cats for slippers. It was weird and disturbing.
You don't know weird and disturbing until you've seen Kink Night at the Painted Lady.
There's some things in my life I don't need to see, and that's one of them.
All right. There's wine here somewhere. I'm going to go find it.
I'm with you.
So while you guys are breaking up a bit, who's doing what, and what would you guys like to do?
So Bob will go with Darren and try and get that footage and send it to Daly, because this falls well within the exact terms as written that Daly had agreed to. And
And I rolled 3 on tech to find and download the footage. I think
Okay.
that should be enough for that.
Yeah. You'll just see, two people kind of like going to different places. Now, they're wearing ski masks, they're hiding themselves. But you can tell with at least the 3 that they are happen to have high muscular parts of the shoulders. They're very broad, kind of like a tall linebacker. And they're just tagging and spraying. So they're there for one moment and then they're like gone. And they come back and then they're gone. So you know that you're using celerity. Openly, because they don't think that they're being recorded.
Cool.
Being you're giving this information to Mr. Daly, Daly's territory does not come close to where the house is. However, the information will be taken in because they're going to be starting to look around their place too.
Bob had a deal with Daly to conduct some services in return for some services from Daly. And one of those is to find people who are threatening Evelyn's property and, I quote, do bad things to them as an example.
True, but they're not doing anything to Evelyn's property. They're doing things to other people's property 4 horse houses down. So technically, it's not her property is being tagged.
So Darren can get a face from this footage, right?
If they were they're wearing masks.
Okay.
So you can get like an impression of a face. You can tell that one has brown eyes and one has green eyes.
Am I
General body
hearing the
size.
conversation?
Where are you? You're getting.
I'm upstairs with Sin with the wine.
She's getting her wine on.
You know what? I'm gonna see her in the kitchen, and they left the door to the basement open, and they are just talking amongst themselves, just down in the basement. And knowing that the basement has a lot of echoing factors into it, sure, I totally think you can't hear all this.
I'm just gonna look down at Rosebud and go, "Why didn't you eat them?"
Rosewood will just look up and go, they didn't touch the property. They didn't come in the fence.
Not my bitch, not my problem.
Why eat something when it doesn't come to me to be eaten? They were too far away, and I didn't want to leave what you told
Why
me.
eat
was
something
home.
if it doesn't come to me to be eaten? Wow.
Spoken like a true cat.
You can't say that she's wrong.
No, that is the cat. Yep, 100%.
Hers was just like, they didn't come to me. They didn't deserve to die.
Pants are finally on, and I'm coming back down
I
the
mean,
stairs.
that's debatable.
Sin will just hear a lot of.
Yeah, that tracks. Tracks for Evelyn. Yeah.
And the cat will just look over at Sin, look over at Evelyn. The paw will raise just a little bit to gesture towards Sin, and then put the paw back down like, she came in and I didn't eat her, but you're not telling me that I shouldn't have eaten her. So how do I know what is to be eaten and what isn't to be eaten? Because she has come in through the door offering herself to be eaten, but I have not eaten her, and you're not telling me not to eat her.
Walk down to the
Well, has Bob
basement.
fed you?
Yes. I also fed myself. Don't tell Evelyn. Don't tell Thalia. The sick chicken needed to die.
Oh God! How often are you going to quote my high school years? That's wow. I grew up on a farm, Rona.
Ah, okay. That tracks.
Don't worry. I believe there were a couple of chicks that will take their place. She will have more to munch on. So will I when they get sick.
Got it.
Down in the basement now. So what'd you guys find?
They were masked, unfortunately.
Looks like
Are
there's
these-
a similarity.
Are these on their cameras or on ours?
Our cameras. We have most of the neighborhood wired up.
Are they paying for that though?
Oh, the mages are helping out with that.
Do you think it might be worthwhile to just release that footage and let other powers that be sort them out? Since it's not technically our property or domain.
Quick question to Junie.
Mm-hmm.
Whose domain are we in technically right now?
Technically, Evelyn has her domain as the house. She is the baron of her own place. However,
Right.
the surrounding areas, you have heard different Sova barons picking it up or saying, this is mine, this is mine. The lady has claimed this area and has given sovereign domain for Evelyn's house to be Evelyn's.
So just leak the footage.
My domain, and we've got the lady on one side and Daly on the other.
You know,
Well, Daly's actually more south, but yes, close enough.
there was
they're-
that
He's adjacent.
there was that terrible accident at the university a while back. It'd be a real pity if people drawing the same symbol on walls were to have video of their actions sent to the university.
Just publicly leak it. Then Justicars and everybody will have them in their sites.
Problem is
Why
that
just-
brings a whole lot of attention down right outside our door.
But not
And you don't
at
want to
our
set off
door.
a nuke right outside your door.
Well, we're not shitting where we eat. We're shitting outside of where we eat. There is a distinct difference.
If this were, say, in a neighborhood a mile or two away, I'd have no issue with that. This is 3 houses down from where we are.
You don't have faith in Bob's defenses?
It has nothing to do with faith in Bob's defenses. It has to do with sooner or later, if those defenses keep getting tested, we're going to bring down problems that we can't solve with Bob's defenses.
The best
Such as-
firefight is one you're not in.
Exactly. That's how you survive.
The best firefight is one that you're not in. That's why you get somebody else to fight it for you.
Exactly, which is why I was going to send this footage to the lady and possibly to the university. But
Do you think
publicly
that
leaking
her-
it is the kind of thing that brings Justicars and
Justicars,
hunters and
yes.
the technocracy into it.
Which is all fair.
Evelyn's going to shout down the stairs, please don't bring them back.
Fine.
Which ones?
Plan B.
Count for them.
Make a public release Plan B in case she doesn't act how we want her to.
I was thinking more plan B would be hunting down these motherfuckers myself.
Ah.
Is this while we're still looking for Percy's killer?
I'm pretty sure those would be part and parcel of the same pack.
Ugh. That's not good.
Speaking of Percy's killer, Junie, how did my Lasombra hunt go?
Well, you did
With
find-
that 7 crit.
I told you. You found bits
I know.
You know your results, and
Is it anything actionable?
actually, if you tell the right people, yeah.
Oh, well, speaking of that, Darren,
Mhm.
what can you tell me about... So what trail did I find, Junie?
You found a lot of old tech. You found a lot of old weaponry. More circa European than actually North American. And they're writing in a hybrid of several languages for code. All rooted in Latin.
Did I make any document? Did I document any of it while I was there? Any pictures or anything of that sort?
If you took pictures, that is upon you. You just have to let me know what you've taken, or if there's any particular items you wanted to take pictures of, to let me know.
I imagine anything of interest since it was a wedding.
It was a themed wedding.
Oh, bullshit.
If he pulls open his phone to show the wedding off to you guys, it looks like a very, very themed wedding, mixing up and a little added flavor for Darren between the conquistadors and a true, we're talking true, I can't say the word anymore because it's coming at, I want to say troubadour, but it's not, Templars.
Tubular?
Templars.
Templar.
Yeah.
Templar.
Yes.
Conquistador.
Yeah.
Conquistadors.
There we are. Go for that one. Yes?
Oh, good.
You
Two
went
groups
to a
that I
wedding?
would have no problem destroying.
Evelyn is asking Frank if he went to a wedding? Question mark.
Where do you think I was when you all were playing with sand? Y'all were
I
making
was just
sandcastles and...
blissfully assuming you weren't dying.
Oh, no. There was dying, but it wasn't me.
You will see if he keeps flipping through the pictures.
Yeah. I just offered Darren the phone. He knows how to scroll.
Mm-hmm.
You will see it looks like Scottish Templars mixed in with Spanish conquistadors. And you will see definitely a lot of occult objects. And you will notice that there may or may not be some symbols of the Lasombra in there. It may be an old... looks like an old rifle that's been recently used. I wouldn't know who would have used that. Cloaks. A lot of hidden symbolism if you know where to find it.
Can I roll a wits and occult for that?
Sure. You can even notice
Excellent.
that there's more than just the Lasombra symbol in there.
Hey, Journey. Can I assist with that, seeing as
Sure. Add another die.
I'll also assist.
Add another die.
Perfect.
Sai or Tanar, would you like to add another die for cults?
no, they would
Sure,
like to
go
provide
for it. I
wine.
thought we were
They would like to
upstairs,
provide
right?
wine. Yeah, they
Well,
come down with wine.
I'm assuming you've eventually come downstairs with wine in your
Oh,
hands.
probably, yeah. So we're providing wine. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah.
why not?
So that's an 8.
Wine, not
But
low hanging fruit. I apologize. These nuts.
So you will notice there are several actual clans locked into this. Not only is it the Lasombra, you will notice the Bruja, the Zimitzi, and several other like a Toreador. Let's throw in a little Ventro in there for flair. But you're also seeing that these are old European families that have come in together. And you will see a little itty bitty kind of upside down hunk with thorns wrapped around it. The pictures look like they're all human. So the kindred did know how to hide themselves well. Depending on who else sees these pictures, I will ask for wits and awareness for anyone else.
I imagine Bob probably saw him because he's sitting right next to him.
I mean, I'd think that would be part of assisting, is looking and talking and.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's this and there's this and there's this.
Okay. So you got a 4. Sid, are you rolling?
Yeah, I'll roll.
Okay.
Can I roll a wits and awareness, because Darren would be looking for a particular person in all of this?
Absolutely.
Flat 4.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I've got a 4.
How's a
Point out
messy
the,
double crit 9?
Okay.
God.
If only God was among us.
Only God was with us.
I don't think he's even watching this one.
I think God's sus. Let's put him out the airlock.
It would be the first time we did that. I say that as somebody who played Firefly. Okay.
I point out the 2 that I ashed out on my way out the door.
I mean, you're not wrong. All right, what'd you get? Let's see. Oh, 2. Okay, yeah, cool. So, what did you get, Frank?
I didn't. I just gave an assist.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were doing wits awareness. Oh, wait, you were there. Never mind.
Yeah, I was there.
It's been a long day. It's getting
I
longer.
am aware.
Yeah, okay.
I've become the aware.
Tanari, you will see some of the hoity-toity high-class Camarilla that you used to know. So you're going to see a couple of Toreador in there. You're going to see a couple of Ventru, and maybe even, one of those quirky Malkavians. But these are old
Several
people.
of Catalina's.
Yeah.
Cat.
Catalina, you don't see herself, but you see some of the people that she hangs out with.
Okay.
For Sid, you know that wonderful person you may or may not have spent some time with? You do see her there.
Okay.
The best part is that you see her with several of her retinue. For the messy double crit 9, you not only see what everyone else has, you see several members that you may or may not remember as part of a cult. And it's not, the cult's name is kind of like at the tip of your tongue, but you're not sure. Yes, you see your best friend and ever-loving person you want to impersonate, Mr. Salvin there. You do see a woman that you may or may not know. She's blonde. And, she looks familiar, but not really. It's like that face that everyone has. You do see the symbols. You do see Sabat. symbol. You do see other people. You do see the different symbolisms of the occult there as well.
What else do I remember about that cult? Like, when would I have encountered it? Where? Anything that I can remember of that?
Your sire was always against cults that worshipped or believed that the Methuselahs or the antediluvians were the gods of old. He was tracking down people from the cult of Mithras. This one was an occult of the Lasombra, but she didn't have a name. The name was lost. So they were trying to find the Lasombra Antibu. Even though, quote unquote, he died, in theory, nobody could really believe it. So they were starting to go down the line of who did he sire and who is still around. The rumor is that Marcus Vitel may or may not have slowly or gently is finding his end. But his sire, that was the big prize. Not to mention you also have 2 other Methuselahs in the city. One's a Toreador, one's a Bruja.
Rono, wasn't Bob present at one point when Ozzy was doing some speaking? Or am I
Yes.
misremembering? Okay, so
You are 100% correct.
I need to make a phone call.
I will state this for the one that is actually looking for other, shall we say, family members. Yeah, it's evident they were there.
Hey, Judy.
That's
There are
what they're-
3. Well, there's 4 technically if you include the one that's under the water.
Well, I'm only talking about the 2 that are awake.
No, there's 3.
They don't know where she's at.
That's fair.
One of the coterie has been told in a roundabout way.
God, I hope it wasn't me.
No.
No.
I will say this.
Probably worse.
I will say this to Sin. When you see your cousin in that picture, you remember that night. She had to go out and make plans, and she also had to do some meetings. Now you see where she went.
Got it.
Gigi.
Darren's just making a list.
Checking it twice.
So,
Is he going to find out who's alive and who's not?
Oh, I already
there's
pointed out the 2 I marked.
Oh, he's going to find out who's alive and fix that.
Bob's going to point out the signs of the cult and share what he recalls. Don't recall the name, but there's a Lasombra cult involved in this. They're looking for their antediluvian. And I might have a line on that.
Cooney, I'd like to roll a wits and streetwise.
You can roll whatever you'd like.
Okay. And frickin-tastic.
I don't like it when he says that.
Wait. You haven't learned John's thinking of, oh, yes, I have enough dice for this to get really messy real fast.
I think I figured that out when the squirrel went through the windshield, honestly.
That's fair.
Can I do an assist on his roll?
If you know what he's rolling.
Well, he said streetwise, right?
Yes, but do you know what he's rolling streetwise for?
No idea, but I've got 2 dots in streetwise.
Okay, go for it.
All right, let's see what we get. All right, that's 8. No crit.
Okay, what are we looking for Streetwise? Because you
We're
told me
looking.
what you were rolling for. I don't know what you're rolling for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically because of, the people who resulted in him becoming a
La Familia.
kindred. Yes,
Yeah.
because of La Familia.
Yeah.
He's kind of familiar with. He's gotten kind of familiar with cults associated with La Familia. I think 2 dots in occult and 2 dots in politics is enough for that, at least for names, such as the Cult of Shalim.
That and symbol.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you choose which one you think you want to go with that one with.
I think with what he does as an information broker, he would be more hearing about things related to Shalim than he would be that particular symbol, because people don't just go around, spreading symbols around and stuff.
Oh, that's fair.
Hey, Judy.
Yeah.
Check your private message real quick.
Yeah, I did.
Can I make mention of that?
Yeah, sure.
As soon as Darren describes any of the cult activity. Oh, yeah, they mentioned Apollyon a lot.
Napoleon.
Apollyon.
Apollyon?
Yeah, that one. It was hard to tell with their accents.
I thought they did away with polio.
No, not polio. Apollyon is depends on which cult or religious group you talk to, but it's either the name for a high-ranking demon, the name of a kindred, the name of the devil, one of the names of the devil himself.
Oh, so I shouldn't have repeated it. Oof.
Just don't say it 3 times.
What is
What,
that, like Beetlejuice?
No, the rule of 3 is an actual, magic thing. If you
Polio,
say a name 3 times...
Polio.
If you say the name of a being 3 times, and they are strong enough, it can draw their attention. So let's not.
Bob.
Oh, look at here he is.
Is he looking right at me?
Yes.
He is.
Fuck.
Evelyn's toasted enough that she has danced her way up the stairs, chanting polio over and over again.
This is what happens when the sorcerer tries to make a dry joke.
We dodged a bullet.
I guess that's why I'm constrained to blood sorcery. They're all wet.
So, God, I'm so glad to see you, Miss Sin. Really? So, what was this wedding for? Did you actually go to the father on the day of his daughter's wedding?
No, they weren't Italian.
I don't know. I mean, you don't know.
I was tracking down Percy's killer. Seemed like there wasn't much being done on that front. And I was bored and didn't want to play little games.
I mean, fair. I've gotten plenty of knocks on the door while you guys are all asleep. It's been weeding through information just through normal channels of chatter. It's been
So-
interesting. Go ahead.
With that knowledge of Apollyon being also mentioned, that pretty much has cemented in Darren's mind this is Cult of Shalim. And that's what the Wits and Streetwise was, to look into where he's heard about, the cult being active.
There are several cults that are active. So it's more of basing who do you think is what.
Right.
I'll let you decide that one.
I mean, specifically, he's looking at the information he has to see which ones look like Cult of Shalim and kind of a general location where they've been active.
That's fair. I know very little about Cult of Shalim, so I'm letting you know as storyteller. I don't know. So we're going to roll with this.
Okay.
Good job.
Because Darren's just like, oh, cool. So, and with that 4, did he see Tio there in the group?
You said Dio and you said Dia.
Interesting.
She was not happy. It was
I
like
bet.
she wasn't there. She was not there voluntarily.
Mm-hmm.
Very,
Okay.
very, very sour face. Though she was dancing with a blonde.
So,
A blonde woman.
okay. Darren is just gonna message Gwen
Mhm.
and be like, "Hey, just a quick question. What is the current stance of Jackson on groups like groups that are looking for the traveler?"
Because my pop culture's kicking in. Fuck. Yep, I'm gonna type it. You'll get the text of, does it look like I'm a critter? I don't know much about the second season of The Mighty Nine. The traveler I know is a god. That's as close as I know. Please see YouTube link, blah, 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 blah.
Darren just texts back and goes, "I'm talking about a cult of our kind of people."
Have you seen Kindred when they get on the D&D critter sites? That is a cult. All in.
Gertrude, stop helping.
He
No, this
just-
is a text
God.
back to him. This is Gwen.
This
Oh,
is Darren
okay.
and Gwen texting.
Okay.
And he just texts back. He's like, "Okay, I'm trying not to get you in trouble by using certain keywords, but we're talking about one that a lot of La Bamba are tied into, and the name of the General of the Abyss. That's another name for Apollyon."
The daddy of the abyss.
That's fair. You'll get like the 3 dots going on for a little bit longer. And then you'll get the "1 second, need to clean blood off a screen." Another 3 dots going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Mhm.
Okay, now can talk. Sorry, somebody had to be taught a lesson. Dealing with, in quotation marks, bishop to archbishop, and apparently the Catholic Church can't get their people right, in quotations. Where are you?
I'm at home. Do you need me to go somewhere to meet you? We've been having some Catholic activity in the area, so we kind of have our defenses at high level.
Oh god, now I gotta roll for stupid. Why am I doing this to myself? Yep. She'll put a whole thing into Latin for you to read.
Okay.
Can you read Latin?
Yeah.
Awesome. She'll say, "Look, having problems with things coming through with what I'm trying to say is I don't know right now. Lots of chaos, battles, fighting, tried to find a truce. Had to slaughter a bitch. I'll be there in like five minutes."
Okay. He just looks
Yes,
up. He's like, "Gwen's on the way."
Oh, great. Looks like Ozymandias may be sending someone too.
Fantastic. I guess we need to take down the active defenses for right now.
That mean I should sober up?
Bob's phone just keeps buzzing.
Yes, ma'am. I believe that would be wise.
Right, coffee.
I'm on it.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming this goes up in Murray's.
Absolutely.
Junie,
Yes.
I was just looking over a list of things I have
Why do you do that to me?
for this precise reason.
Okay. I'm scared now.
Do you remember the Sabbat meeting that Darren was able to eavesdrop on and take notes of the entire meeting?
How could I forget?
So, was there anything about the cult of Shalim mentioned in that?
Nope. Because Junie didn't even know what the cult of Shalem was.
Okay.
Junie doesn't know all the cults out there. I'm the cult.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
it's one of the few named cults. It's literally in the Lasombra book. How? Why?
Because
Por qué?
I only have so much RAM in this head, and I have to cram enough shit in there. Do you actually think I'm going to remember and memorize all of that and more?
You can always just uninstall Boblin, and that would free up like 95%.
Wow,
Sir.
uninstall Boblin? What a dick.
You created Boblin. She is your nightmare, sir. Fuck off.
Jackass! Absolute
Oh, come on.
prick.
Deadpan. It was deadpan. I'm sorry.
No,
It
you're
was
not.
great. It was
I
great. Don't
actually
be
am,
sorry.
though. I actually am, though. I think that was kind of bad, even by my standards.
Anyhow,
It was great.
listen here. I have enough time to remember who the fuck I am in the morning. It's a movie.
Boblin?
Sober?
No, that's tomorrow night on somebody else's channel. Phone call. You're welcome.
Thanks.
We'll get to that more afterwards. Anyhow, she. I can't even remember what we were talking about. No,
Pulling up a phone. Bum phone.
right? No,
So
no.
Ozzy's spineless sack of shit, little cretin, was on his way over, terrified that his phone was going to blow up because Bob said so. And we go to break,
Also, Gwen is on the way.
and Gwen's on the way, and we go to break.
Yeah, we've got like 4 minutes before we go on break.
Heard.
Somebody has a thing to do, so yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. So anyhow, long story short, with all that being said, is there any final things you need to do before we go to break? And people have to gently kind of fade into the background, literally.
Can I have my phone back?
Someone's
Or do you
trying
want
to
a copy
sober
of
up.
these first?
That's fair.
You know, he would offer to copy the photos over to Darren for like OneDrive or something like that.
Okay, yeah. Darren would take it and put it on his computers.
And you will have all of the pictures from his. You'll have everything on his phone, all the pictures and everything that if you need to do more detail on later, you can.
Now, if y'all will excuse me, I have a date with the young thing I met at that wedding.
There are some things I don't need
That's
to
fine.
know.
It's fine. She's only 1/16 my age.
Don't stick your dick in Sabat.
I hate when people use phrasing like that.
Ow!
Like,
Ow.
you do realize that most of us can't use them. And honestly, it's not about what I can do. It's about what I can do.
Fair enough. Don't
Don't blow
don't
up
stick
any.
your fangs in Sabat.
Obviously.
Unless you're
They
turning them
taste
to
like
ash.
death. They taste like death. Why would I want to bite into, the future that we're all going to suffer?
With that, we're gonna go to break. See you guys in 10. Oh God, I don't know anymore.
I'm so sorry about that Boblin
All
comment, though. That was kind of miserable and shitty. I meant it jokingly, but I definitely came across a little harsher than I meant. For that, I'm actually.
Stick around much. What do I have to roll for that anyway, Junie?
To cut bacon?
No, to call the strays in the area.
Animal King?
No, it's totally cut bacon.
Roll
Dex.
I feel like that's Dex plus athletics.
No, but wouldn't that be strength plus dex because the strength to actually cut through the bacon? Because sometimes it's a bitch to get through.
It's not right.
It's just bacon. Boy, I hope Small
No,
Bacon's
when you
not
have
watching
the
right now.
really- If you have the really good thick bacon, sometimes it can be a bitch if the knife's not sharp enough.
No, I feel like that would be strength plus melee. Oh, maybe
Why are we having this conversation? Why would Amelia or Charlotte allow dull knives into the kitchen?
Because they
Do you have?
damage.
If you have any points in strength or dex, I would assume that you can cut bacon.
I mean, it's very important though. Do you chop off a finger accidentally and then give the cats an extra, bite?
Not recently, thank you.
We broke you.
Jonah, you've got to find a rule book and tell me what the hell I'm supposed to roll to call cats.
Are you using the proper cutting techniques? Not extending your fingers to hold the bacon?
Oh, we moved on from the bacon. Stop.
No, I'm legit fucking concerned now.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna I'm gonna take my fangs out of it. I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna cut it in a little bits.
Okay, I think that it would be dex and melee, right?
I think Dex and Melee Dex and Melee is probably the better choice.
There, dex and melee.
If
You
you're
answered
gonna
our own
roll
question.
that. Should you roll that though? I feel like that's taken IRL rolling to a new extreme. Like you roll a 1 and you're like, oh, there goes my hand.
She's gonna keep track of that timing and pull out her phone and see if it's from Gabe finally that says, where are you, mommy dearest? The baby wants a puppy and daddy just can't deal with this nonsense anymore.
Shit's getting weird, yo.
You want to see how it's done? I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna put my 3 fingers in
Before
between
he
and
can
use
touch the
premonition.
tree, I run up and do it again on that tree before he can touch the tree.
I will punch you square in your fucking vision eye.
Don't put
Probably
me
would've
under
said something
him.
like, "Oh, was it
His
good for you
mouth's too
too?"
small.
No, I was quick.
Okay, that's another thorn. All right. Look,
What? It was quick?
you try to deep throat a microphone one time, all right, and then it just all goes out the window.
Really, if I just need to borrow the helicopter, I just let you know.
Sure, why not?
You know what? Why don't you book it for me for Wednesday? I think I'll need it then.
Well, I'm not sure that booking it is the right term. I'll text the pilots to be ready. About what time?
Oh, let's call it early evening.
So say 7:30.
Perfect.
Okay. Do you need the big one or the little one?
The big one, please.
Okay. Done.
Just gonna say, hog in the back, up towards Gwen.
No, bacon in the back seat.
No. Yeah, bitch. No.
Yeah, it takes one to know one.
There's a Harley.
50,000.
Okay, so I'm flush right now. I'm good for
So with
probably a week or 3.
that, not wrong.
well, with the way people keep leaving the water on when they take goddamn showers, I'd have to pay for that.
I just like to smell pretty, all right?
Fucking Gabe.
One site. Did she explain what the technocracy is?
Nope. Bunch of nerdy mages that have hard on for reading.
Oh yeah, that.
Kind of.
Basically like you.
Gwen falls over laughing. Artemis falls over laughing. The tape falls over laughing. We burn the table.
I'm actually doing this in character.
We're all murder hobos.
No.
Not quite.
No.
No, you can't.
I could be a
murder hobo.
lot worse.
This is true.
You own a home. You are murder homeowners.
That's true.
No, you're a murder baron now, remember?
Oh yeah, trade my power for glory.
Unseat my seatbelt and get out and say, "Get Victoria home," and I dip out of the car.
What are you doing? I jump out of the car too. No.
Child safety locks. Fuck you.
I'm in the front seat. They don't have
I
to
know. I know. You would think.
Nope, I
I'm just like, the fuck?
What just happened? No one knows. What is Malky thinking?
No, what's Toreador thinking?
Oh Lord, Artemis, it's Gabe. Can you hear me?
You're on speakerphone.
Yes, apparently.
Artemis, darling, listen. I had to cut your brother up to save him. He will be fine. I just need to put him back together. You can be pissed at me later, but right now we have to find a puppy.
You're
like
not
the
a
puppy?
Zenisi. You don't even have that capability, do you? Did you eat one?
No, but that's beside the point. Anyway, look.
What?
How did Artemis become the babysitter? What the hell?
That's the way it's always been.
You like the puppy, right? We have to go find the puppy.
You like the puppy?
The puppy's the only decent one out of you guys.
Wait a minute. You found William. You C-3PO'd my brother.
He
and
was
you're
already.
going to Chewbacca?
He was already C3. I just PO'd.
It's literally when you go to open your doors, there is no apartment.
I'll be right back.
So I walked over there. I opened the door, I closed the door. God damn it!
In his direct line, you would get, of course, his standard, "You've reached William. Please leave a message and I will get back to you at my earliest convenience."
You have reached.
You have reached.
You have reached
Marriage.
William. Please message me at your earliest convenience.
I'm pretty sure even Jean-Luc would take offense to this.
Because while we are waiting... So, I kind of am changing the music a little bit. Un momento.
Dunce, 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 dunce. Dunce, 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 dunce.
Fuck you!
Das System is down, 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 down.
Can I retract my statement about the music in the club being pumping?
And,
Whoa! No, steak knife bad. Put this in the sink.
No,
Wrong
no,
knife.
no!
Fire
Fire
knife
knife is
thing.
bad, just like dice in the oven in the Batman car. What's
Not enough premonition? He didn't do premonition that much. Oh, she's gone. She's gone.
Did she grab her inhaler? Oh, no, she's going to me.
She just walked out.
Yes!
That needs to be a clip. We need. I don't care if it's gonna fuck up my internet.
No, I think my neighbors are all thinking I'm insane.
Frank's gonna bleed out, or Frank's gonna bleed out.
Wait,
William's gonna
don't we
bleed
know
out.
a Russian? Call that Russian person.
What Russian person?
Yeah, call the Russian.
Olga. Call Olga.
I don't have Olga's number.
I have to hang up with you guys to call Olga.
All right, wonderful. I'll text you where we're gonna be.
Oh God.
Love you. Kisses. Bye.
Fuck you.
What a condescending fucking Tremere.
Wait a minute.
I hit dial.
Did
on
he
Olga's
actually
number.
say he loved you? Wait a minute. If you guys all in a relationship that I don't know about.
Take, and I kiss, and I use premonition.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You asshole!
You should have seen this coming.
I had considered not doing it, just everyone off.
Hi,
but
buddy.
Zip, zip.
Yeah, wait, how many players? Just 5? Yeah, here we go. All right, I have to adjust because adjusting is a thing in my life I have to do now. So, hi everyone, we're
Our
back.
nose.
I'm not touching your nose.
No, no one is.
Good, because that's not me at all.
Trying to see which direction I need to be in to be more centered.
That's me. That's me recentering you. Okay,
To the
so
left.
Well, I was trying to help.
you're not wrong.
Left, right, left.
Well, welcome to the recentering of people. Hi, how are you? I'm Junie. Sizing this perfectly box of blue. So I feel like I'm always making her blue.
I can be green.
with envy?
Yes.
I can make this worse.
No.
Ooh, I could be red.
I mean, red does suit you. You are so
Red.
Sith.
Red.
Why?
There you go, squirrel. I can be squirrel. We can all be squirrel.
Fuck off. I can only deal with. Anyhow, well, now Tanari's disappeared, and I can't help that.
Wait, what?
She doesn't disappear. She's right there. She's holding a lightsaber.
I mean,
what the hell happened there?
Thus those that fuck around doth find out at some point.
Shush!
Don't shush me! Listen here, woman.
No, shush her.
So with everything that has happened, what are you all doing while you're waiting for Gwen?
Baron's getting a snack because
food.
Yep.
I'm caffeinating.
Nothing else he can do right now. He tried to get it to happen away from the house. Gwen said no, so he's just deactivating the active defenses and
Sin?
Yeah, Sin's just kind of hanging out.
Okay. We all know Drunky over here is getting sober.
Trying.
And Bab. You just babbing along?
Bob will be in the library looking up what he can about that cult.
Okay. Again, Storyteller does not know much about this occult, so there's going to be very slim pickings for Shalem. Sorry, I don't know it. I'll have to start researching it, but that's not part of the plotline. But anyhow, so with that being said, it's about 5-6 minutes before you hear a door knocking, and most people know Gertrude had gone outside into the back to start working on feeding the rest of the healthy chickens because she now has to do a chicken count.
I didn't do it.
So who's answering the door?
Sin will do it.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget the machine gun. The purse?
Right.
Never answer the door without it.
It's in my purse.
Okay.
It's the purse and the... Never mind. Sin will go answer the door.
Sin!
Well, hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just fine.
It's been an age or two, I think, at least.
Well, it's been a little while.
Like I said, an age or two.
You see time very differently.
This is fair. I will grant you that. Though what it is precisely, and she'll write off the time.
Please, come in.
Thanks. When did you come home?
Like less than an hour ago.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, your cousin, something like that, sends her regards? I got a text out of her from the blue.
No.
Well, I just saw her last weekend. It was weird circumstance. She was actually coming into the city. Well, we know she lives in the city. It's just we don't see her about in the city, so it's odd. Good timing for her, I suppose. Anyhow, so what's going on? It seems like there's been something that happened.
Oh, I don't know. You'll have to go talk to you. There's something about a wedding and a cult and...
I mean, I've been dealing with a couple of occults. They might want to narrow it down, and I'm like literally almost to my neck in blood.
And that's a bad thing?
Yeah. Being the sheriff?
Let me ask somebody who actually knows what's going on, unlike me who just arrived back in town. So
I mean, you know, I don't mind sitting around here talking. I just want to make sure I kind of happy I left the meeting I was in because I don't like hanging around with bishops. They're
Oh.
annoying. They're asinine. They're dirty. And I'm not talking in dirty. I'm talking like, give me your clan's funhouse any day of the week as opposed to dealing with their mayhem and chaos. At least I
Fair.
can compartmentalize the work that you guys do so well.
Anyway, Bob,
Yes.
Darren, visitor,
Coming.
Evelyn, are you sober yet?
She's drunk. Wait, no.
Good as I'm going to get.
All right, you too.
Okay.
Darren comes in. Is Gwen like inside, or was she just like standing in the doorway?
She's kind of like half in the doorway, half inside. Kind of like that, should I stay or should I go? Because she's not sure what's going on.
Darren just like beckons her inside and closes the door.
Bob walks in with his nose in a book.
Okay.
So, Gwen, how much do you know about the cult of Shalem?
Fuck all. Pretty much.
Because they're apparently in town looking for their antediluvian.
Didn't he die?
They don't think so. And they were having a wedding.
Oh, yeah. Let's just say I was not invited, but I stumbled upon it. Right after I got thrown off of a building and a rocket launcher shot at me.
Oh,
That
how
was
is
fun.
Ballard doing these days? I heard that some of his stuff got hit.
4 of 10 warehouses. I
So
saw
he's still got a couple of hundred left.
at least the 10 I know, 4 of them got hit. The other 1,792 of them, I don't know. But good times, not really, not at all. Templars.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had to deal with those in ages.
I never had to deal with them. I had to deal with the conquistadors, which were on the other side of that wedding.
I know. I had to dodge those too. That wasn't fun. Not at all.
They both suck.
Yes. Being I speak Gaelic and Irish, let's just say they didn't do it right at all. If you're going to do something right, at least do it properly, and they did.
Yeah.
Anywho, so yeah, that was a wedding of the I didn't want to attend, and I got blown into it quite literally, and led to a meeting tonight with higher ups of the opposite group that I'm normally supposed to be affiliated with.
Yeah, bishops, Lasombra, Sabat.
Yeah. Being that I've been fighting them for the past 2 weeks. Technically 3, but still. Who's counting?
Mm-hmm.
You guys seem to be making it out rather well.
Trying to survive.
Oh. Were you guys the ones about the mage?
Mage?
Yeah. All I know is some weird ass group of people saved some kind of awakened mage from, and if I'm going to quote this correctly, a large ass pile of sand and almost the size of Beetlejuice worms.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Thank you, Evelyn.
That's a yes.
Entirely unrelated. Would you happen to have a use for a large supply of LSD?
Always.
I would have brought back, spice, but unfortunately it transformed into LSD when the awakening ended.
So spice equals LSD. That tracks. I could always use.
We never did tests to see if the stuff increases aptitude with auspex. We should probably do that before we dispose of it.
Who said I was disposing
Fair
of
enough.
it? I could utilize it.
Okay.
How
Well.
about I pay you for half?
Sounds good.
Cool.
But yeah, the reason I was messaging you about the Shalim thing is because that's who that particular group at the wedding is associated with.
I thought they were with Sybil. Agrippa's still around. Well, on and off.
I mean, whenever you have two kindred, you have 5 different allegiances going on, so, you
Not
know,
wrong.
could still be both. But I definitely saw Shalim iconography and have it on authority that they definitely were looking for Apollyon. So, all things considered, considering our business relationship and everything, I figured you might want to know that they're looking for Apollyon in your city, Sheriff.
You do realize we have them in the
Polio.
city. Not just one. Yes, there are many polios in the city of Chicago. I can't help that. Just never make deals.
Apollyon the Traveler, the antediluvian of the cult of Shalim.
Oh, fuck my life. Really? I thought you were actually talking about the Fallen.
Were you serious about that say it 3 times thing? Because I think you just did.
It was separated enough, and I haven't said it 3 times. I only said it twice.
No, you said it 3 times.
I don't think it works like that, but that's fine. I think all they know is that you've said their name. They will pinpoint you and then listen in, apparently. If it's worthy enough of them, then they'll show up. But if it's not, then fuck all, I guess.
Look, I want nothing to do with the Fallen. If
I've dealt with them exactly 5 times.
I have avoided dealing with them for the past 200 years and would like to keep that going into the future.
Sheriff.
Yeah.
Not a choice. I never made a deal with them. Never make a... Listen, I don't care what you guys do. Okay, I do care about what you guys do. Let me reiterate. I don't care... I do care what you do. Please just never deal and make deals with them. Please and thank you.
Not even casually. Not even a casual agreement, something they say.
My kingdom for
I'm
it. Don't
old
even
enough-
say that in front of them.
I'm old enough to remember polio. I don't want to play with more of it.
That's fine, Evelyn.
Have a drink.
No, thank you.
You don't have enough alcohol for me to get drunk. So, great to see Sin's back.
Mm-hmm.
And you brought me here for the cult of Ding Dong.
That was what I was wanting to know was what's Jackson's stance on the cult in the city, specifically.
He doesn't have really stances of cults because he's trying to mitigate the damage. Because if he has a stance on a cult, then he has to have a stance on religion. So then the Bahari and the Nadists and all the other praising whatever they want to praise, then he has to actually weigh on all of that. And if you've ever learned anything about weighing on one religion against another, that just fill in 1,000 years of European history right here. That's your answer.
Mm-hmm.
Eat them all.
I don't think a whole lot of people want to eat all of that.
It would solve the problems.
Do you really want to suck down somebody like that and then try and have them take over your soul?
It depends on if you had a soul in the first place, doesn't it?
Fair point. However, I have seen people being taken over by the kindred that they had just eaten. It's weird and very disturbing. It'd be like if you tried to turn around and eat Sin, and Sin took over your body and you died, you were destroyed and dead. But she's now living in your body.
Wasn't there a Malkavian who liked to scream Pikachu and throw lightning?
Are you talking about Sun? I mean, I think he still does it, but I have absolutely no idea.
Mental owie. Mental owie.
Okay, well then, would you prefer me saying Bob sucking you dry, and then you took over Bob's body, and you're stuck in his body now?
Hold on. She just choked on the water she's trying to drink.
Perfect.
You're welcome. That's a whole ass thing.
There's a lot more. No.
Well,
that's
good
how
to
this
know.
works.
Mhm.
So
Darren is just like, okay. It's good to know that
Dabbler's
that's Jackson's stance, so he won't really care if something happens to the cult then.
as long as you're not turning around killing Camarilla members without his authorization.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. If there was a problem with a Camarilla member, I'd just contact you.
Fair, but I can only present so much to the prince.
Yeah, of course.
You say that so casually.
I mean, if
We
I
have
have
very-
to, I'll just get a stake gun and, present the problem to you for you to unstake or not as you decide.
Again, this is very nonchalant of you.
We try to minimize our contact with the Camarilla. They're your people, and we try to respect that.
Don't start problems, won't be problems.
Exactly.
That's the way I look at it.
I agree with you on this. I wish other people would take your sides. Really, I wish other people would. They don't.
So, Jenny, I'd like to roll a wits and streetwise because Darren's about to try and contact someone,
Sure.
and I need to make sure he actually can get their contact information. I think they're public enough he could get a message to them.
Oh, God. Somebody hold me.
Oh.
Wow, thanks.
I'll
Me
hold
too.
you.
Oh, thank you.
I was about to say, send you're up.
But you have to sing Tiny Dancer.
Sure, if I remember the song, absolutely.
Hold me closer, Tiny
Oh, I was just thinking,
Oh, I thought it was Tony Danza.
Tony Danza, yeah.
actually, I was thinking of singing
So,
Private
Junie.
Dancer, but putting Tiny Dancer in, yes.
That's 7 successes on a wits and streetwise for Darren to be able to get the contact information for his grandsire, Alfred Benezri, one of the 3 bishops of Montreal.
Oh, fuck.
Also leader of the Shepherds of Cain Pack.
You know what? I'm going to pull a Tanari, and we're going to see if the bad dice agree or don't agree, or a squirrel does pocket glitter right outside your phone. My fucking God. So the pocket, so the squirrel pocket glitter has deemed yes, you may.
Okay.
I don't agree with this, but this is fine.
That's fine.
The dice, I figured. So Gwen's just kind of like standing here like, okay, yes. Okay, so we have multiple cults in the city. Great.
Mm-hmm. Just wanted to let you know, because Shalim cultists tend to be on the extremist side.
Is that why everyone's getting tagged?
Yeah. Yeah, they believe the world needs to return to the abyss.
I had a hard enough time crawling out of the abyss. And that's why I was a ghoul.
Don't they tend to follow those tags up with attacks?
Sometimes.
It depends.
Depends.
Depends on the area. If the tags are still there, if they're taken down, if the places that they are tagging are met with force, if there's force already there, they might be just doing it to be annoying. Want to see what you're going to do. If you just take it down, though, they're like, okay. They want to see where your annoyance level is to the point where you actually start to take action. How long has this been going on?
Couple days. They did one recently, obviously using celerity from camera footage I have.
That's fair. Back in tag.
Yep. Which, you know, if I caught it on my cameras, it probably got caught on some Ring doorbell cameras as well. So that'll be something fun.
And this is why I'm the sheriff of Chicago and not of Chicagoland. I can only control so much.
Yep.
Are
Just,
you guys okay?
We haven't died yet.
The house is being rebuilt. The wall, I'm sorry. The outer wall has been worked on. We're good.
But what about your animals? Don't they turn around and pounce people and eat them?
Apparently only if they step on my property.
I mean, that's a fair definition. Did you put that definition? Did you define that?
Apparently.
Oh, good job. Well, at least it won't kill humans. I mean, your post office man might or may not appreciate that.
Well,
but he steps on the property, so he's fair game.
They haven't eaten the mailman, but there was apparently some loafers on the property recently that are no longer a thing.
Oh, is that the screaming I heard?
Possibly. I don't ask.
I mean, they're great for post-interrogation. Very thorough.
Is that before or after the snuffing out of things?
Well, that depends on how cooperative they were.
You ever seen a well-fed cat try and hunt a mouse?
No, because I never had cats.
They play with it. They toy with the poor thing until it has killed itself with fear. My cats are very well fed.
It's terrible to watch. They really should cooperate more.
Mental note. For my own. This is probably why they never let us have cats when I was a child. Mental note.
If you get one, make sure it's a big one. They're more fun.
How big do I need to get them?
Well,
Rosebud, here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Rosebud will come on over and
Scritches behind the ears. Scritches under the jaw.
it'll start to purr and then make biscuits out of your foot.
Oh, who's a good little kitty?
Bob, don't bleed on the floor again.
The cats, the you can see the claws going in and out of the.
Well, this is why I used to wear the steel-toed boots, but you didn't like those.
I'm sorry, am I missing something?
Oh, yes, maybe wear those again. My bad.
If you were to get a pack of them, then, you know, black-footed cats would probably be very effective because they're always hungry.
Fair, and I don't have animalism. I guess I'm gonna have to find that somewhere. That was not on my list of tools.
You know,
The more tools you have, the more things you're prepared for.
we might be able to work out some kind of trade.
I'm confused.
You need animalism.
I know several gangrel that can definitely help me out with that.
Well, sure. But at what cost?
I'm the sheriff.
And
A minor boon from me is something that many people would hold in high regard.
I was thinking more along the lines of a discipline for a discipline.
And which discipline would that be?
I hear that there's a rather unique line that you might have access to.
That I cannot give unless I make you. That
Pity.
does not exist. And if other people were to find out about said speciality, that would put not only your life at risk, but my own as well. Careful on what knowledge you have on that.
Have made a point of sharing with you and with you alone, not with others. I take knowledge in. Giving it out is different.
I say that because Krytus is looking. If you know what I mean. And that old geezer looking into certain, shall we say, power trees, that highly dangerous for you. No matter what your bloodline is, shall we say, stating you are. If you know what I mean.
Fair enough.
I try to keep very few things coming out of here. Knowledge I don't mind sharing. Information I am more than happy to share because I know you guys give it to me in abundance. Powers is where I draw the line. Plus,
Noted.
I'm an average Bruja. Whatever could I give you?
Oh, I thought we were talking about celerity.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about. So, about those White Sox, I hope that they try and do something next year. Who am I kidding? They'll never make it, as per usual. I've always been a White Sox fan. Forget the Cubs. They're just a wash in the pan, literally.
Oh, you meant sports. Okay, I was very lost.
Fox is out there. I think he found a chicken.
Well, I think our business here is concluded, Gwen. If
Yeah, you may want to, shall we say, reach out to others and make sure that you got a good stocking of allies. I hear that there's, shall we say, Shadowstorm rolling in. Negotiations didn't, shall we say, end well for 3 La Sombra.
Understood.
I believe he's related to some of them.
What?
I wouldn't shed any tears over any Sabbat that I may be related to.
That's fair. All I know is that you guys are pretty much on your own in this house. Ladies, combating a bit north from you guys with some sofa barons trying to take over that. You guys are technically in her land, but she said that your house and your property is on your own. Congrats on that negotiation. All right. Just keep your heads down. Do what you can. If you get any more information, I will take it. I'll pass it on. I will even give you some if I learn anything.
Appreciated.
Have fun.
Have a good night, Gwen.
You too. And she will
Gwen.
see herself out. Oh, God damn it, who's got the sand around here? Fuck! She'll go down the stairs.
Oh yeah, Darren would have made sure to get her the half of the LSD.
She would have paid for it, whatever your price was.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's one avenue that we won't see help nor hindrance from. I do need to send a message to someone else first before I see about any other solutions to this cult problem. You have any ideas, Bob?
Well, pretty sure that Ozymandias has a line on Vital, or possibly Vital's sire. And might take care of that problem for us if given the proper information and perhaps incentive. It'd also be a real damn shame if the SI were to catch wind of these people.
Problem with the SI, as demonstrated in Prague, is that they are not a precision instrument. They're a nuke.
Fair. The problem then becomes getting them pointed in the right location at the right scale.
Which I may be able to find where the cult is kind of centering their activities, and we could direct them there. But I don't want to let them have the footage that brings them to our doorstep.
That's fair.
Appreciated.
Got a line on some things. I'll have to do some research. There might be a slight extension of some of my alternate methods that could work.
Well, this is clearly outside of my expertise. I trust you boys to figure it out and not get yourselves murdered in the process, if you please.
That's the plan.
The goal is to not be in a position where we could get murdered unless we have to. But I do think I'm going to order some crossbows and wooden bolts, just in case.
I suppose I should pick up my knitting again. That would work. She'll wander off muttering to go check on Thalia.
Thalia, for the most part, has been absent and trying to find the lost chickens in the back, not just in the backyard, but she's gone into the forest preserve to try and see if she can find said lost chickens that she may not have realized were sick and were eaten. Because those were her chickens.
I'm going to spend the rest of my evening explaining what happened because the stupid dice hate me. I'll take care of that in text off screen, I promise.
If you are going into the backyard and going into the forest preserve behind you, give me a wits and awareness.
Oh, sweet God.
Because this is always fun.
Please not crit. Oh, son of a messy crit 4.
Okay. So, somebody may or may not have just gotten a dominant compulsion. This is fine. As you come out to start and look for Thalia, you get about a good, minute and a half, 2 minutes away from the house, where you see a 12-foot tall warrior Krynos with a sickled glaive in his hand, holding up a man struggling, and he just kind of cuts his head off, and you see the body start to ash.
Stupid dice is making a choice for me. I'm going to turn right the fuck around and go inside, then tell the boys clearly what I just saw and that I can't find my sister and they need to help figure this out. Please and thank you. Also, tell Gertrude to take Annabelle down into the goddamn basement.
Gotta call Duo.
Yup, that was Darren's responses. Calling Duo now.
Puts her on speaker.
Where is Thalia?
The phone does not get answered at the moment, but you hear like this massive blast of Living on the Edge in your ears going, "This is Duo, and you know what? We're just rocking out right now. I can't make the phone. I'm so sorry. But you know what? Leave me a name, a number, a brief message. You know, do the things. I'll do the thing back to you. Have fun. Peace. Good gaming. GG all."
Hey Duo. Hey Duo. It's Bob. Had a friend go missing and looked like one of your friends might have been nearby. I was just calling to check in with you and see if maybe you could help out with that. Give me a call back when you can. Bye.
Beep. You'll get the same thing. I'm not going to do it twice again.
Oh, no. Darren wasn't going to call if Bob was already calling. So.
The vampire cat is going to go look for her sister.
Mm-hmm.
We're going
Hang
to
on,
assume the wine is
Evelyn.
making my decisions.
Don't go alone. We'll go with you. Bob gets the Tommy gun.
Oh, is this purse machine gun time? Is this where...
Oh, yes, here. And Bob will hand her a new magazine.
Oh.
And this one has silver bullets in it.
Oh, it's fancy.
Yeah. Darren swaps out the ammunition and lies for silver and takes truth and lies with him. Truth is fully loaded up with incendiary rounds. So,
What do I roll to sniff out my sister?
You know, give me a wits and awareness, and I will allow you an extra die because family, and you've smelled with you've been around with it for like forever. So you're all going outside into the forest preserve.
Yep. To where I hope it's just one of Duo's people.
Two. Fucking two.
Your dice do not like you. So
shit.
As you all go out and you are getting into the forest preserve, you do see four rather large in massive war form, and they are hunting down what looks like people in dark clothing. Some of them in leather, some of them are screaming in different languages altogether, and some of the werewolves look injured and hurt. You can smell blood, and you can definitely smell ash.
I can roar, right? To call the other kitty kits.
Now, are you a cat or are you a large
I am a freaking cat. Meow meow.
So you are a domestic cat.
No, with a snow leopard.
Okay, that's what I'm asking because I need to know.
Yes, snow leopard.
Okay, because if you're a domestic cat, I don't think many people are going to be afraid of.
I'm just trying to call fucking Rosebud.
Okay.
And the others.
So yes, that's why I'm asking. It's like, what kind of cat are we talking about? So yes, Snowbud will come out, and as you start coming out, one of them turns to you, and there's a loud howl.
Not snackies. Not snackies. I'm going to go hunt one of the things they're hunting and hopefully not get eaten. Not snackies.
And one who's almost pure black kind of walks closer to you, says something, and they all kind of look at you for a moment. And as you're saying, not snackies, it kind of just bends down to almost touch your nose. But there's like that half an inch. And he gives a soft gruff for a moment.
Gonna hold still because I am a snacky if he wants me to be.
Are you with Duo?
Growl again at you. Kind of looking at you and trying to give a big sniff.
Holds out a hand.
It will sniff you and then say something to the group as another wolf. Smaller. It does have purple kind of like hair. Or maybe purple fur. And they kind of, the purplish fur one puts its hand on the black one and just shakes head. And it gruffs again for a moment. And kind of almost nose butts yours. And then growls back at the purple one.
Do they understand me?
Oh, they completely understand you.
Duo? Please tell me that's Duo.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes, as the cat. As the cat.
The purple one will nod its head for a moment, and the black one will kind of gruff at her more, and you'll see Duo put her hand in and pull him back.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
The black one will not be very happy, and they both will start to shift right in front of you. Duo wears her normal gaming outfit. The other one is more in a black outfit, leather jacket, leather boots, kind of a mishmash of kind of like a jean and a t-shirt. It looks like they're not used to wearing clothes.
I'm going to tell Rosebud and the cats to go eat the other not wolves.
She'll go, Duo will go, these took over our place. They're bad. They smell bad. They smell really bad. I mean, like, oh, bad. You guys smell dead, which, normal. No offense. But these guys smell really bad.
That's why you're hunting them? Because they took over your place?
Well, that and they're worm tainted, and we don't have any kind of.
Worm tainted. Lovely. Rosebud, don't swallow.
I wouldn't swallow, okay? And
they can play with them. They can shred them. Don't ingest.
It wouldn't make any difference, they dash.
Do you have you seen Thalia?
Oh yeah, she went that way. But then she went that way. And then she came towards us. And once she saw dumbass beheading one, she freaked out and ran, I think, that way. And I sent 2 kinfolk after her. No weapons. Tell them they're peaceful and that we're trying to get rid of the bad guys for you guys.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Got 4 to sniff out her trail and take off after Thalia.
So, you said they smelled worse and are worm tainted. I'm assuming that means they were more like corpses than we are.
Yeah. Let's just say when they saw Thalia, they thought she was human.
Yeah, that can happen when we let ourselves go to the beast a bit too much.
Oh, yeah. And the one behind her, she's trying not to growl and snarl, but she's kind of looking really, really hard at all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's judging. And not just judging, she's judging.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll whisper into Duo's ear or something, and Duo will shake her head and go, look, we got a peace treaty with you guys.
Oh, no, I think those were some of the ones that have been tagging places around here. We fully endorse their slaughter.
Oh, good, because the one guy threw lightning at us.
Oh yes, please eat him.
Oh no, that was the guy who was trying to take over our place. He just called. How he did it, I don't know.
Some sorcerers can do shit like that.
Sure. Do you guys throw flames out of your fingers?
Some can. I've heard stories of ones that can even cut their hand on a blade and set the blade aflame.
Yeah, I saw that too. That was creepy as fuck.
Tends to be a group called the Sabbat that do that.
Yeah, well, they're really worm tainted. I mean, you guys are worm tainted, but you guys are kind of like the Chanel No. 5. They're just the trash kind of mall perfume wannabes that, you know, you just want to puke after you had it like spritzed in your face.
You've got injured. Do you need any medical treatment, fire support?
Fire support, yes. Treatment, no. We already have a couple healers on hand right now. We're looking at least 15.
Heavy fire support.
Raining fire from above would not be going amiss. If you know that reference, you do. If you don't, I can't help you.
I mean, I prefer not to take off and nuke the place from orbit, so,
I mean,
know.
Gaia would appreciate
I
it
don't
if you
have
didn't
it
do that
done yet.
either. I'm sorry, what?
He's joking.
Are you sure? I never take
Yes.
a kindred as joking. They usually are very serious.
I make sure that he doesn't have that kind of fissible material around.
You do see the woman in black kind of pressing against Joshua, like she's like, move out of the way. She's just like,
Yeah.
Let's go get the van.
Yeah.
We'll bring the van around. We'll be able to give you some fire support. We've got some good sensors in there, so we might be able to help you get some intel. And we'll help you get this cleaned up.
Give me a chance to get
Duo nods and
rifle
says,
out.
Okay. Hi. Is she okay? Or is she just gonna?
Oh, she's Sin. She's one of us.
Oh,
Duo
hi.
Sin Duo.
Oh, you're that lady that bought all that material for the one guy for the suits, right?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. Hi. God, I haven't seen you in like. No, stay back. Sorry, she's not used to being human.
That's all right. Neither am I.
Well, you were born human. She wasn't.
I just never mind. It's a joke.
I got it. I'm just clarification.
I don't judge.
for languages.
Gotcha.
And of course, she growls a bit more and kind of just walks right up to Sin and puts her nose against Sin's and just takes a deep breath. She just shakes her head and is like, Duo's just like, don't do it.
I need to roll a bad decision die.
This is fine. That's fine.
That's all right. I think Sin needs to roll a bad decision die.
Did I find Thalia's scent?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Oh, good. I'm going.
that bad decision die went about as expected. So Darren takes out his phone, snaps a picture of himself, snaps a picture of Bob and a picture of Sin, and looks at the werewolf that isn't Duo and is like, "Here, honey, give me your number and I'll text you the pictures. They'll last longer."
The woman turns and says, "Picture, what is that?"
That's
Darren
when
just flips the phone around to show her the pictures that he just took.
And she'll look back over at Duo. What does ape thing do?
I've been called worse things by better people.
Well, you acknowledge your people, right?
I acknowledge many people.
Not people.
You are now.
This is just weak form.
What it is a
Apparently,
flesh suit.
Apparently, Gaia said you needed the weak form.
I don't question Gaia.
Well, she was the one that gave you the weak form, so apparently it's necessary for you.
And that's when Bob pulls out some bacon.
Wow, am I glad I left.
I'm glad I succeeded my stupid role. I'm just saying, like, this could be a lot worse.
You're
This
not
is
wrong.
fine. This is fine.
Oh, good. All right, we're good.
I love how Bob and Darren both did stupid things, but in completely different ways.
Yeah.
The bacon's come out, and the woman in black just looks and goes, "You carry dead pig in pocket?"
The cat likes it.
Right, because they would, lying thieves.
Don't suppose you'd like some.
No, I prefer fresh pig. Better for hunt.
Fair enough.
They don't last long.
Thought I'd offer. I know you're not a cat, but you're more like a cat than you are me.
I
So-
am not cat, not close to cat. Cat, weak and liar. They
My
don't-
hunts are very different from yours.
Yes, you eat on yourselves. Most confusing.
Not ourselves, humans. Not the same.
You're human. You ape. You eat other human. Therefore, you eat yourselves. Does not make sense.
I'm not that flexible.
Lord.
Blowing my tongue on this one. Fuck you.
But would this character that's not socially nuanced know to bite their tongue, Ginny?
I'm biting my tongue because I'm gonna laugh. The woman in black just turns and says, "You are flexible. You're not trying hard enough. I can help you with flexible."
I've already got someone else to help with that.
Yes, I'm assuming another human.
No.
Human eats human. Not good. Not how Gaia intended.
Well, none
time
of us
this-
chose this.
Nope.
I'm just sitting here thinking the last time this happened, I wound up with someone's ass in my door.
Frank 2.0.
I'll go get the van and see if I can help you.
But his van.
Metal box on wheels with guns in it. Bombs, rockets. It's fun.
You do not use yourself?
I've got someone else to help with that.
Darren turned to Duo and was like, "You know, this explains a lot to me."
Really? What?
Well, I'm assuming they're like half of your forces or so, just generally speaking. Yeah. And I imagine that the concept of force multipliers is kind of hard to explain to them.
When they care to listen.
You know, I would Gaia smite you for just like investing in body armor?
Not when I'm in this form.
What about the
I
other
mean-
one?
Exactly.
You know what? I do wear our body armor when I'm in that form too. Usually if it's a big battle, yeah.
How about, there's plenty of space. How about a harness with, some remote controlled turrets mounted on it?
Do you always got this blank stare for a moment? She's actually trying to visualize this. And she's going to go, "Look, I understand what you're trying to suggest. I am not a battle kitty. I'm not a battle wolf.
Well, no, not you.
Who would you suggest that for?
Tilts his head to the other one that's linguistically challenged.
She'll growl at that one. Duo will not growl. The woman will growl.
It might help you be more effective doing Gaia's work. That's all I'm saying.
They just look to Bob and it's kind of like in disgust, but not really in disgust. It's kind of like they're trying to figure and work this out, but they don't. And they're just like apes. And she just shifts into a dire wolf and starts to go not after Evelyn, but down the same trail Evelyn went down. So she's not actually going after Evelyn.
Let's go get the van.
Just forgive New Moon. She doesn't get it at times.
Just between us, did she eat Thalia?
No. Thalia from the last time we knew was alive.
Had to check.
Look. We're going after the assholes that took over our shit, killed a couple of us, and is now turning around, and we saw them coming to you guys or towards your area. We thought we'd try and nip them in the bud. So you guys
I
didn't have to worry
appreciate
about
it.
However, we saw Thalia move about. I told everyone she's off limits.
I appreciate it. I know that factions are a thing, and just because we have a deal with you doesn't mean that everybody else
I will
is
warn
going to
you,
listen.
fresh chicken blood is a calling, and we had to stop a couple people. I think it was last night coming over here because they smelled fresh chickens getting slaughtered. Was it the best smell?
Yeah, that was the cat.
But at the same time, it's fresh. So, heads up.
We might just have to start buying extra chickens.
We already call you guys the Cluck Cluck Farm, really?
Well, the cat's been taking samples, apparently.
And we mean this with all respect. The reason why I call you the Cluck Cluck Farm is because you guys literally stand out, but at the same time you fit in too. So it's just a bunch of crazy. We just work with it. No disrespect to the sisters, of course.
I'll go get the van and help you find these fuckers and mop them up.
Much appreciated. And with that, while you go to get the van, and Sid, are you going to be joining the Slaughterfest?
I mean, if I have to.
Let's just say.
But I mean, my outfit's really nice. And
Sin, would you like to ride machine gun with me?
it'd be fun.
If you do, the reason why is because if you're looking for certain materials, they will be available.
Got it.
Okay. So we are almost coming up on 9, so I'm going to end this session with you guys all going to help kill a whole bunch of Sabbat.
Yay!
You will find Thalia. I'll figure something out for next session. We'll figure all that stuff out. Plus, I would like you all to give me, before we end this completely, a wits and awareness roll.
Yay!
Fever.
The thing I'm the worst at.
I know, right?
I glued myself together again. Hold on.
Hearing or no?
No. Site-based. that tracks.
Wow. Now the dice care. Double crit 4.
That's just a crit 4, right?
No, I'm sorry. That's a 4 with 2 crit dice.
So that's a crit 4.
Crit 6 if
Yeah.
there's
If there's
4
2 crit
successes
dice
and 2 crit dice.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Yeah, there we go. My bad.
That's okay. You're just a wee bit tipsy.
Yeah, but
Bob, what'd you get?
5, flat 5.
Oh, Darren. What'd you get?
Darren got 8 crit.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so as you are riding off to battle the Sabbat, Sin, you are in complete and utter disbelief, and you just think everything's fine, and you're just lining up your shots as you can. Good job. For Bob, you are hunting Sabbat. This is the best time ever. You feel so alive, and you're enjoying every moment of it. And on top of that, you have squashed several of them with just the car. Good job.
I need to get spikes on the tires.
For Evelyn, you do find your sister. You see everything you see the oncoming van, and you can spot everyone in the van. For the crit, you do see that, Bob has not only killed several people with the van, but also, they're being very much decapitated, and the wolves are following after them, kind of like letting them pave the way. So you are able to get yourself and your sister into a nearby little cove to keep yourself protected. Good job. And for Darren, you see all of this, and you do notice that there is a certain shadow watching all of this. You're not sure which shadow, because there's two of them. However, there may or may not be at some point an icy pat on your back before it is dispersed. Good job. So welcome back, Sai, for when you are, as you are back, for a little bit when you can be. And we are now going for I think 8 episodes now until we go for our winter break. So we're going to start with Darren over here, Roses and Thorns, and your extra XP vote. Please and thank you. You are totally muted, sir. I mean, I could lip read, but it's not going to help.
Rose, it was good to have Sai back. It's fun. Thorns, we didn't get to have Mystic around the whole time, so there's that. As for the extra XP, I'm going with Evelyn on this one. So
Everyone's like, what did I do? I just have to drink, but this is fine. That's tracks. Okay, for cinnamon buns.
So Rose, glad to be back. Thorn, sad that our lovely nerdy's not here, and that Rono left early, and that this is the last time I'm gonna be back for a while, and that I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Yay! Outside of that, I missed you guys. Glad to be here tonight. And for my XP, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Darren tonight. Yeah.
That's fair. We're going with D-Written.
Rose, I had a lot of fun, and yay, Sai's back, at least for now. Thorn? I don't really have one. I'm thornless today. XP, Sai, because she's been out a lot, and she needs XP.
Yay!
Can I please have some more XP?
Where my vote's going to.
Can I level up now?
And for Evelyn.
The roses that she was back, even if it's and the thorns, honestly, that's only for the 1 week for now. But she's back. I think that was the only thorn. This went interesting. Sideways.
As per usual. All right. And everyone, being that everyone decided to vote for everyone else, which makes the polling very hard to even give out, y'all get extra XP.
Ooh.
So you get the 5. But that's it for us. I will say that there will be a little bit of comic relief tomorrow as Roll Call. D&D Roll Call is doing their stuff. I will be there as Boblin the Goblin, which I may or may not be calling out some of these people. Sorry, not sorry. Tanari, the ever-loving wine connoisseur. And so I will be there. Also, check out our great friends, also the Backstabbers, Fade the Pagan, Q Times, Ravnos Archon, and I've already mentioned D&D Roll Call. Anything else, comments, questions, concerns, please go see our socials, both on Twitter and everything else. Follow all these lovely people that are right here, either on D&D Roll Call, Tanari streams, D-Written streams. One day we're going to get Darren to stream at some point in our lives, if he's not guesting or role-playing on somebody else's channel. So, there you are. Hope you guys all have a great night. We'll see you next Saturday, with or without certain people. But we hope you all have a great weekend, and a happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys, too. See you guys later. Bye!